Assalamualaikum and very good day I wish all of you. Welcome to the panel discussion with Group 8. I am Aisha, your moderator for today's forum. So, without wasting time, we know that communication is a social process that we can't avoid, which enabled you to think about the topics that we had highlighted, and we are trying to solve the issue together by sharing beneficial and interesting idea and thought, which will be delivered by our groups. Today, we would like to highlight a topic that is quite interesting to be discussed, which is printed media in the 21st century. I am sure that every one of us has our own opinion and thought on this topic. Before we proceed to our forum, I would like to introduce our panelists today. Our first panelist is Muhammad Fahmi. Next to him is Miss Ainul, Miss Wadina, and Miss Farah. Before we start our forum in detail, let me explain about our topic today. We have chosen to study more deeply about mass communication. Mass communication is a way of disseminating information to a significant amount of people. Mass communication is accomplished through mass media, that is technological advances that have the ability to convey messages to large groups of individuals, which is the one who send them is unaware of. There is some disagreement on the growth of printed media in the 21st century in mass communication, so some say there are more advantages and disadvantages of printed media 21st century in mass communication. Without wasting time, let's hear your opinion on our topic from the first panel, Mr. Fahmi.
Okay. Before we start with the discussion, I want to share some information and the history of printed media so that you can better understand and give an effective effect to us. Most of the communication process that use mass comm by many people developed in the last 500 years. The Industrial Revolution changed agrarian societies to industrial-based societies and influenced the development of mass media. During the Industrial Revolution, education and transportation also increased in leisure time and urbanization. Due to that, it hence the growth of newspaper book and magazine because of the increasing number of readers. The first book from China was printed about 868 before centuries, and this is when printed media began. Not until 1454, when Gutenberg invented the printing press, which is the first mechanized printing device, did this occur. The first weekly newspaper in America was published in 1770 by the Boston Evening Post, when advertisement first appeared in print publication in 1841. The era of print media heyday had officially begun. Due to the rapid growth of rising income of print advertising, this period has been dubbed the Golden Age. Positive hope and aspiration were promoted in the print media. However, other message manipulate people into purchasing things by applying the fear and good. Unfortunately, print media organization faced one significant barrier, which was they were unable to track the sale information of the print advertisement and marketing material they published. Due to this, it was impossible to determine the return on investment, which is ROI, for print advertising. As a result, it was challenging for companies to defend the amount of money they should allocate on printing. Okay, print media is beginning to fade as marketers can now track ROI to digital marketing. Newsweek, a company that was approximately 80 years old as a print magazine in December 2012, was the final significant player in the print media industry. Currently, print media accounts for only 4% of all media ad spending, and that percentage is steadily declining. Okay, that's all for me.
Thank you, Mr. Fahmi. From your explanation, you strongly agree that printed media has given such a great development in mass communication. Let's move to Miss Ainul. What is your opinion, Miss Ainul?
Thank you so much to our moderator, Ms. Aisha Sophia. I'm going to share about printed media as a way to spread information. So how is printed media plays its role? As everyone knows, printed media plays a significant function in delivering information to the general population. It became the community's main resource for latest news on government policy reforms, current issues in the country, and the evaluation of the present situation abroad from a mature perspective. While articles are based on expert sources, it has the potential to boost readers' trust in printed media. This is because of the veracity of authentic information on it. Other than that, printed media can also develop the reader's thinking, which mean when compared to the other media, a more critical study of the news has a greater influence on refreshing and developing thinking. The printed media covers all of these difficulties that arise from multiple perspectives, allowing the community to comprehend the situation. Clearly, the printed media may develop a generation of individuals who are critical thinkers while discussing an issue. Furthermore, printed media can spread information that can improve someone's life, career prospect, even notices and commercial changes can all benefit the person's lives. Overall, the printed media in this country plays a critical role in ensuring that the country can compete in this competitive era. That's all from me.
Thank you, Miss Ainul. That was a great point to be said. What can you say, Miss Wadina?
Thank you, Ms. Moderator. So, in this modernization era, people are more inclined towards the use of social media to get their information from all around the world. But printed media still has a lot of advantages when it comes to spreading information. Firstly, printed media offers some advantages over broadcasting and radio, including the ability to convey additional details. The intended demographic also has the chance to review the marketing message again and again and to share it with their friends. It also provides very effective controls for segmenting the audience you want to reach. Secondly, printed media is easily accessed by people. If we go into any shops, we can for sure find some magazines on the stand and also newspaper. It is not only accessible but also more affordable than having smartphones to access the internet to get any news. There are also certain people who are unable to obtain the internet. The lack of internet in their residences may prevent those who live in distant or isolated areas or on a tight budget from accessing online information outlets. Lastly, digital media are transient. Anything that is posted on social media can be there and disappear on the next. Print media, on the other hand, is an actual piece of content that once you purchase, belongs to you to retain and use forever. Existing confidence in printed methods is increased by their performance. Despite the potential drawbacks, this fosters an increased sense of accountability among authors, editorial staff, and publications to verify the accuracy of the data and ensure that it is valuable before publishing. That is all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Wadina. We move to the last panel, Miss Farah. Anything you want to say?
Thank you, Miss Moderator Wan Aisyah Sophia. Okay, now let me talk about disadvantages. While print media has its advantages, it also has some drawbacks in today's digital age. One major disadvantage is lack interactivity and timely information. Unlike digital platforms, newspaper doesn't have interactive features, fast transfer speeds, or multiple communication methods. This made it difficult to engage readers and keep up with the fast-paced nature of news. In the world of being up to date is important, print media falls behind. Additionally, the audience for print media is limited. Print publications need to cater a wide range of interests to retain readers, which means they can't provide in-depth content on specific topics. As the digital era emerged, media outlets started targeting specific demographics and age group, resulting in decline in the average consumption of print media. On the other hand, the digital space offers a wide variety of options and content tailored to different audiences, making it appealing to a larger number of people. This limitation of print media becomes more noticeable when compared to the versatility of modern digital media. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you to all our panel. Finally, we have come to end of our forum where we have shared a lot of knowledge which we don't even know or thought before. Well, from the discussion just now, we can conclude that printed media in 21st century give a lot of negative and positive impacts towards mass communication. Thank you.